all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even...
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rock.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rockin' Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
First down, Packers.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Inside. Sponge. No.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Jair Alexander.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
1 yard gain.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
18.
We want this. Hatch it.
Undercrush. Say.
Gun. That's mine.
Hey,
On 1st down, it's Coleman, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Joker, 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 Joker. Roll right, roll right. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up.
On second down, it's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
You just what?
88.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, Mike 7.
57. Mike. Blue down.
Blue side.
6 guys.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
26.
Don't get nervous. Alert flare, flare. Tight dog.
Box it. Hey, flex.
Twist. Watch twist.
Coleman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Check 30.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
We got work.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
5-9. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Pilot, 64. Weak. Tonight.
Breeze now. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
21. Hey, Charlie.
From the 31, Breeze looking end zone, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got 58. Shut. Slam. Twist. Deuce. Check 13.
Here's Coleman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards on the play. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Easy, opposite. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They'll run with Muhammad. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Completes it to Davis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Easy.
To throw is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, easy.
Breeze now on third and goal. Flush to his right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
10-30. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 26. Alert 3.
Jan 300. Zoom.
Motion. Check. Shift.
Going right.
Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
We are going. Check 9, check 9. Hey, check 26. Go, go. Yeah, Liz. 57, Mike 57.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
This is Coleman. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, check 26.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You're good, you're good. Line 4, ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to take a shot, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Steps away to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
He gets it to Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with the coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
36. Watch move.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm going back to you.
Shoot, kill. 12.
Watch the shit.
Throwing now is Breeze. Looking downfield and got his man complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Ball. Hey, check 24.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here I come. You gonna take.
On first down, it's Coleman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. And it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Come on.
Watch the ship.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Bravo.
Tighten up. Check 24. Check 24.
Breeze now to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. 27 yards there. A first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Kill. Sammy. Hey, Alpha.
Breeze going to throw. This complete to Jones. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Rodgers now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Hey, watch it.
Breeze will try again on second down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
He goes 21. Hey, Charlie.
It's been a long day for you. Mike 9. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 9. Hey, here we go. Mike 9. Hey.
Here we go.
Hey, we got a seal. Tackles.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good. 14. Hey, exit.
Mike 9.
Hey, easy.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This is caught. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
They're running it. Slam, slam, slam. Come out. Mark 22.
Topper.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check out 61. Matchbox lights. Inside. Hey, echo.
Sponge. No. He's crashing.
Plant.
Check it, crash.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, B. Big Sears right here. We got
Jump out.
Under 10.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
22, Mark 22. 65.
Rodgers now on first down. Completes it to Coleman. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
22, Mike, 20. Easy. Check.
Coleman now. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
You draw Parker.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
80 weapon.
4th down.
22, Mike 22.
He finds Austin complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Line the mic. Watch the slap.
Protein spill.
Switch gears.
Hey, kill.
Breeze now on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Over.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Ready. Kill. Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Kill. 21. Go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
A 48-yard attempt.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Rodgers. is here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
25 yards that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 4, check Bravo.
Here's Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Drop deep. Plant. 22.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30.